France has just passed a landmark law that will ban social media use for anyone under 15, the first European country to do so. The decision, approved with wide margins in both houses of parliament, could take effect as soon as September 1st. In addition to restricting online platforms, the law will also ban cell phones in high schools, extending a prohibition already in place for primary and middle schools. President Emmanuel Macron highlighted the measure on social media immediately after the National Assembly voted. "I had promised it, and now it has been voted on. Social media will be banned for those under 15 starting back to school," he posted. For Macron, who is term limited and will step down in May 2027, this is likely to be one of the last legislative milestones of his decade in office. The law is part of a broader global effort to curb the harms that parents and experts see in youth's use of social media. Critics point to online bullying, coercion, exposure to extreme content, predator risk, and mental health concerns as key drivers. The new French regulation sends a strong signal to other European nations. Australia led the world early last year by banning anyone under 16 from many social media apps. Britain and Canada moved toward similar steps just last month, while Italy, Poland, Portugal, and Spain have all drafted comparable laws. The European Union is slated to introduce EU-wide measures in September, and French enforcement will likely lean on EU mechanisms because France has limited legal tools to target the major international internet platforms directly. Early evidence from Australia, however, suggests that the age ban has largely failed to keep teenagers off of social media. These findings raise questions about the effectiveness of purely age-based restrictions. Social media companies have responded to such laws by defending their existing safeguards. Elon Musk, the owner of X, has dismissed the new regulations as a backdoor way to control internet access. Jessica Gallicer, a senior policy researcher at the Berlin-based think tank Interface, said that the French law is more of a political announcement than a fully enforceable rule. She noted that the country's legislation is likely intended to push the EU to act faster. Macron has long argued that social media is inappropriate for those under 15 or 16. He has compared the policy shift to past regulations on alcohol consumption for minors, saying that 60 years ago kids were served wine and that such changes had shaped behavior. His aim is to protect children's affective, emotional, and cognitive development before they reach an age that can fully consolidate the impact of social media. While the law is still pending final implementation, it underscores a growing consensus in Europe that stricter limits on youth's digital engagement may be necessary. The effectiveness of these measures remains to be seen, but France's bold step will be closely watched as a potential blueprint for other nations. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us.